Well, imagine that. We are back out here, still in Kaimubetsu, Japan, in early access, and picking up right where we left off last time, in this scenic location where we caught the last fish of the first video. So this wasn't the plan. The internet is just not cooperating today to get a stream done. So I thought we'd still come out here and pick up where we left off, trying to explore as much of the map as possible, and see if we can maybe catch a few more of the new fish species. Now, to be honest, I had no real intention of starting with koi today, but if there's going to be one swimming around there, we'll just go ahead and drop this down to the bottom. And while we wait, basically the plan today is going to be go up along this creek, get all the way up into this big lake, and then maybe try fishing around the deep area lake. I really feel like sockeye salmon, maybe snakehead, possibly even like the Japanese eel and stuff could be in areas like that. And that's the kind of stuff we haven't gotten into. So almost a 3-pounder. Have we seen this pattern yet? I don't think so. I kind of like it. Pretty good deal. And that is, you know, one reason I guess to keep on fishing for the koi as we go. But since we're going to go up along this creek, I'm really hoping things like cherry salmon, maybe Taimen we can catch out of here as well. And start to cross some of those new ones off the list. What? That's a catfish. I had no idea they'd be in here, but hold on. If we go into the right thing here, I figure bottom fishing will be fine, probably just with hot dogs. Hey, we'll leave the size 7 hook on here. That didn't look half bad. Swam somewhere out that direction. I mean, look at that. That's a really nice fish, but it's just sitting here right in front of us. Maybe topwater's better? Oh yeah, there we go. I wonder why he wouldn't hit on the bottom. Maybe that's not their preference? Pretty decent looking fish though. As far as I know, these things get enormous, so this probably isn't going to be any high metal. But it'll, I would think, compete at least for the heaviest fish we've had on Japan. So, let's see, yeah, half tension? I don't even think that's the biggest one. This one here is the one we are trying to catch. I think we can pretty well just rip this thing right in, and I want to compare to that one that's swimming around right at our feet. Which one's actually bigger? And we're not even able to just pull him in. We have to do a little bit of pumping. I think the one at our feet is bigger, although maybe not by much. It'll be pretty close. Let's get this guy in. The last thing I thought we were going to do is going to pull some more catfish out of here. That's a 30-pound silver. Look at that. Sweet looking fish. I thought there was maybe a chance these could be a pain. Maybe we'd have to like bottom fish for them and stuff like that, but now they're just out here in the wide open. And I'm not so sure this one here isn't going to be even better than that. I'm really not even sure if that's the same one. Like I said, they get really, really big, so I'm not terribly concerned about catching a specific one. But it is pretty neat. It seems you can get them out of here without any real issues. So that came from the other side. I wouldn't think, since we just saw the one at our feet on this bank, that it would be the same fish. But regardless, that is a 19-pounder. That's a bronze. Might do one more cast here just to see. And I kind of think there were two different variants there. The first one, at least to me, appeared to be a little bit darker. If we go into here, yeah, that's, I think, the first one we caught. If you look, it's really tiny, but the image here is more of the second one, that lighter color. It's cool to see the variation. There's another one already, really tiny one this time, and I'd say that is our cue to probably go ahead and move on, but good to know. We can catch these guys in areas like this, and that's that lighter variation once again. Cool deal. One of the ones that I thought might take a while just crossed off the list because one happened to swim by us. What the heck? Is that a Taimen and a cherry salmon? But that thing is huge. Hold on a second. Maybe Taimen are bigger than I thought. The cherry salmon is what I expected. So we have currently, hopefully nothing bites when I'm doing this, a size 10 hook on this rod with hot dogs. Nothing's going to hit it, but I think Taimen hit frogs, so maybe we should just switch to a size 6 frog. Forget about the cherry salmon for a minute. Literally both fish that I wanted. Look at that thing. It's huge. I don't know how big they're supposed to get, but let's see. Gonna slow this down because it's a twitching action anyway. Can we get him to go and hit that? Something went over there, but I think it was the cherry salmon. I mean, okay, like I did want one of these. They look awesome. But not right now. Sweet looking fish, 11.51 ounces. And I had to figure they'd be in here somewhere. We're all the way pretty much up at the mouth. Right now, though, other priorities. I don't know where he went. I'm going to move over the edge here, just so we can kind of work this further along. There's a chum salmon there too, but one of the good things, I don't think they hit frogs, so we can really try to focus in on this Taimen. There's something after it that looks decent, and it's pulling line. I think we might have found him. This is a big fish. Hold on, we gotta be careful here. Assuming that's the Taimen. I did switch to a size 3 swim bait, so I feel decent that it probably is. It could be a catfish, but I'm kind of thinking that was it. I saw a dorsal fin, and there's nowhere he can go, obviously, like in the creek like this. He's gonna end up running into the bank. I guess the only concern is somehow he wraps the line around the bridge. We'll get him in here, but I think there may be a better approach than what we're using right now to try to get a fish this size in. This is gonna be so disappointing if this thing is like a silver. Into 30 feet. He's still 6 foot down, but like we can pull him up to 2 or 3 there. That's him, that's the fish. Oh, look at that thing. I have no idea what we're about to see, but oh, almost had him out of there. Not quite done yet. Super like red on the side and stuff. Definitely like the one that was in the handbook. Can we get him up here? That is such a beautiful looking fish. I think we got him. What do we have? That's oh my god, it's 70 pounds? What? Okay, I misjudged these by a mile. 70 pounds is silver. So that, I mean, 100 is not even a question. They're gonna get at least that big? I think these are my new favorite fish. That was a battle, and what did I say? It's gonna be a disappointment if it's a silver? I didn't think it was 70 pounds, to be fair. I mean, I can see another Taimen in there, the same variation. I threw more hot dogs out there. I want to catch another cherry salmon before we get into the lake, but I threw the swim bait on the bait caster, and maybe we can bring this one in a little bit more easily. Doesn't look quite as big to me either. What? Huh? That bit on a 3 swim bait? I would have never guessed. I mean, that was an improvement, and we did catch another cherry salmon, but, I didn't really think that was gonna happen. I saw the Taimen go over there. I can't tell. Is that the one we got? I think so. And it's nothing like that 70 pounder. It's 20 pounds, but you do see the more, like, silvery color on this one, as opposed to that really, like, deep crimson red on the other one. That might be a big one. Because just sitting here, I caught a 73 pounder with no issues on the bait caster. Not that it's taken line. Keep in mind, though, we are at 65% drag, and at least had us at a standstill for just a second. Is it good? I don't know. This might be a little bit better. And honestly, I just kind of sat here and thought, maybe we should try it a little bit more. This seems to be a pretty good area for him. And it's not terribly difficult to get at least ones around this size in. Curious to see, though, what is this size? Because like I said, 73 pounder wasn't even a thing. That's that more red variant, which is cool. Into 20 feet, so should be basically at the point of landing this. Can't get up a whole lot closer. There we go. Is this maybe a gold anyway? It is 84.71 pounds. Dang. I mean, 11 pound improvement, and we're still in the gold area. That's a cool looking fish, though. I love that red color. I'm not even sure this is as red as the first one, though. They're just huge. I wonder if this is like maybe any kind of diamond location. Right at the bridge like this? It sure seems like a good spot for them. Well, no more giants anyway. I think that's a cherry salmon, so maybe a good one to head out of here with. Those have all looked the same, at least to me. At least we have one over a pound, but I haven't noticed any kind of variations with that. But I am going to mark this on the map. Maybe we'll try this on stream at some point. Could be like time of day, water temperature could be a little bit better if this is even a diamond location, but it ain't bad. Like a couple of them, 3 over 70 pounds. I guess one was 69.8 or something, and a gold. Definitely makes me think it's at least a good spot. Well, there's a fish anyway. It is absolutely killing me that we can't get a sockeye salmon or a snakehead in either one of these videos today. That is another chum salmon. So we don't have too many issues catching those, even though that's a full 2-pounder. I'm just not sure where else to go. Looking at their habitat, both are lake fish, and both can live on the lake shore. The snakehead are more like shallow areas, and sockeye are more deep lakes. But either one we go to, we're having no luck. There's a big catfish, but it doesn't really help us. I wonder, is that the catfish? Don't think so. That looks like another chum salmon. Since they're aggressive, we'll probably just throw some kind of lure on here that they'll hit. Maybe at least try to bring that guy in. Maybe got it. I would say with that tension we did. A little bit easier said than done with them. But at least compared to what we had before, no problem whatsoever to bring it in with the bait caster. So that is going to be 32 pounder, so it is our biggest. And by the way, there's that kind of... there's a scar on that. Was that on the earlier one? That's actually kind of neat, but it's like the darker variation. I'll have to pay attention when we edit this to see if there was that kind of scarring. I think I'd have seen it, but we were in the shadows. I really want to catch one sockeye, and I'm about out of ideas for where to go. We've been everywhere. Well, last ditch effort. What the heck just happened? Oh my god, is that a sockeye? It looks like a kokanee. Of course, we flung it out of the water 12 feet behind us. I'm gonna guess that was another one. I never saw it. So, the way I understand it, kokanee salmon are just landlocked sockeye, so them looking the same makes sense. But I thought the sockeyes were gonna be a little bit bigger. And I also, just from the description, like deep lake and stuff, this isn't where I expected to find them whatsoever. So that's still a bronze at like 5 ounces. I wonder just how big they're gonna get. And I also wonder, this entire time have we been using equipment that's too big? Because this is a size 8 hook on here. And finally we're actually getting something. I mean, it's no problem now. Tension's about the same. So at least good to know, a place to come back to. But I do think probably this will be the last fish. I'd like to maybe see a different variation. I couldn't tell if those last two maybe were slightly different. This one, though, might be a brighter red, actually. So there were definitely 2 variations there. There's a silver at 9 ounces, so they can't possibly get that big. How interesting. I just expected them to get a little bit bigger than it seems they're going to, but nonetheless, finally got another of the new species crossed off the list. And we have a little bit of a starting point for our next stream, which frankly is probably going to be spent going after the Taimen, because those things are awesome. That's my new favorite fish, my new kind of like obsession to try to get a diamond here. I thought it was going to be chum salmon, maybe even sockeye salmon, or potentially one of the other ones, snakehead, which we still can't catch. Getting a diamond Taimen, which rhymes, if I'm saying it right, that's definitely something I want to accomplish. But anyway, that is going to do it for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.